Welcome to ChopChopChef. Today I would love to do with you my version of definitely in this part of the world most famous pub food, club food, which is a chicken Parmigiana. So easy, right? But I mean, I tell you what, this one will be loved by anyone, yeah, young, old, yeah, whatever. So for the chicken Parmigiano, we need a chicken. Yeah. So the chicken, ideally, if you get small chicken breasts, would be good, but they are very challenging to get these days. So for the chicken, of course, we first have to crumb it. Yeah. So we have a nice breadcrumb mixture, egg. I scrolled them already. Yeah. Just normal all-purpose flour, Parmesan. Then, if I may turn my lazy Susan a little bit around, yes, I mean this is a small chicken breast, ha ha ha, yeah, but we cut them according to our Schnitzel as we need them. Then we're having two, I use a little bit Gruyere cheese and Emmental cheese, which I show you what we're doing with this one. My little sort of flavor of the month, my smoked paprika powder. In this case, even though I have fresh herbs in my garden, I'm using dry herbs, salt and pepper seasoning, a little bit olive oil. So what we're doing first is, we're taking our chicken breast, obviously, and cutting the appropriate Schnitzel. So this is completely up to you how big you want to have your Schnitzels, right? So every breast have a little bit an under fillet, right? So what we call it one. So you can see this one here. So that's this one. Obviously, this is the most tender part of a chicken breast. Even chicken breast is already good. So we take this one out. Yeah, easy. We leave this one on the side. And now, obviously, what we're having here now, a nice chicken breast. Yeah. So what I do is now I cut. Sort of turn this like Schnitzel, sort of like this. 1, 2. I need only 2, right? For the presentation purposes today. So what I cut the Schnitzel like that, like this. You see, bang, bang, bang. I don't have to flatten out too much anymore. And now already I have sort of this cut here, and I cut one more time. Same thing, sort of 1.5 centimeter thickness. Yeah, one more, and maybe one more. Yeah, we can. Okay, so look at this. We get plenty out of one chicken breast, right? So, I mean, we could use the fillet as well, but I use this for my stir fry. So we're having 4 nice chicken Schnitzel. Easy done. Let's put them there. As I said, I don't want to flatten them out too thin, right? So let them have this little thickness. Yeah, of course, when we then later on shallow fry it, we have to make sure we have it long enough in the pan so it's cooked proper. So this Schnitzel we season just with salt, pepper, and paprika. Just 1 second. So we have this one all here. Okay. And then a little bit of the paprika. Smoky paprika. Yes, very nice. Okay. And I put now, because this is chicken Parmigiano on here, I put a little bit of my dried herb mix. Yeah. So beautiful. So we do that one. Of course, we have to do this on the other side one more time, right? Haha. Okay, this looks good, right? I know. The camera is focusing on it. I can see this one already. Even my cameraman likes it. Okay, here we go. Okay, and then opposite side one more time. So this is obviously first part done. Now I just bring over here on my side here my my crumbing station, I may call it. Yeah. So as we know, right? So we have flour, then I believe is the egg wash, if I'm not mistaken. And then we're doing our breadcrumbs, of course. And here it goes. Again, for my egg wash here, my fresh egg. Now in this fresh egg mix, I put Parmesan gratings. Yeah, so this is one key of our chicken Parmigiano. Have a look. I'm not too shy, right? If you can see. Yeah. And in here we're putting as well some of our herb mix, dry herb mix. You know, beautiful. Yeah. And then we're mixing this one nicely. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the key, right? So make sure you have a good herb mix, yeah, not cheap Charlie version, and of course, I mean, a great Parmesan cheese. Okay, so this is this version done. Alrighty, and now we're doing the crumbing mixture. Crumbing mixture, the crumbing itself. Okay, so as we said, flour. Yeah, and when we do the flour, I said it many times, yeah. So of course it's nicely coated, but then at the same time sort of shake it off, right? Before you put it into your egg mixture. Yeah? All right, so we got the flour version done. Yeah, now it comes. Yeah, make sure in the egg wash with the Parmesan, that's what you want to have sort of now glued onto your chicken meat here. Yeah? And then, yes, of course, we put it in a nice breadcrumbs. Here, now we're pressing on a little bit our breadcrumbs, obviously. Yeah, very, very nice. And we only crumb these things once, yeah. We don't want to have the crumbing mixture so thick. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah. Okay, let's put them here. Okay, everyone. So now we're on the stove here. I put my pan already in there with this with some frying oil, yeah, sunflower oil. Yeah, my chicken, call it now chicken Parmigiana schnitzels, right? They're crumbed. Now we're putting them in this pan here on quite a decent high heat, right, to start off with. And we want to make sure they're frying nicely golden brown on all sides. And that will take, to the thickness what we cut, easy 4 minutes, yeah. Okay, so you have to be mindful not to burn them, yeah. So you have to keep an eye on your temperature. So this is the key to success here. So you will see, and I will turn them during the process a few times around, yeah. And when they're nice and golden brownly cooked, then we can regroup already. So let's be patient a little bit, yeah. You can see this one nicely. They don't floating in fat like in a deep fryer. No, we don't want that, right? Just what we call it a little bit sort of shallow fried. Okay, as you can see, our parmes, you know, they have a nice, beautiful golden brown color. Even on the other side, right? They're not burned. Again, lucky me, hey? It's my lucky day. Let's have a look. Yeah, perfect. So they're now already 5 minutes in this pan, and they're doing thing. And while they frying here, obviously, I already made a little bit of a tomato sauce, right? And in my tomato sauce, I put a little bit sort of fresh basil in there as well. Yeah. And this one we will top later on our Parmigianas, right? So the sauce is on standby. Yeah. Now this one, 6 minutes. We take them. Well, we first turn the heat off. Yeah. And now I'm putting them here, as you can see, on this grill to just drip off the oil a little bit, yeah, and let them rest for a minute, while we're now going back on our kitchen island, where we make the final preparation. Okay, I see you over there. Thank you. Okay, here it is. Now, very quickly we have to work, right? Because we don't want to have them cold, right? Our chicken Parmigianas, they look so good. Have a look. They look so good. I mean, you know, you could really bite in it right now, you know? But no, obviously not. Okay, now we just grate a little bit, we're making a mixture, yeah, which we goes on the top of our chicken Parmigianas here. At the moment, this is sort of a semi-chicken Schnitzel. So as I said, I'm creating here some Emmental cheese and my favorite Gruyere. You know, here you go, look at this, you know, beautiful. Now I have to put it on there. Camera don't see this, but that's how it goes. Yes, yeah, I leave a little bit Gruyere for me later on for my lunch. Not everything goes in there, no. Okay, yes, this looks to me okay. Okay, now we're transferring our chicken Parmigianas on here. Hocus pocus, yeah. Look at that. So this is one, two, three. That's one part done. And then following, as I said to you, I have this tomato sauce nicely made. So everybody has his own recipe for tomato sauce. Yeah, make sure it's fine. I blitzed it. I don't want to have too chunky pieces in there. Some people like it. Yeah, no drama with that. Okay, this is this one here. Chicken. Now I drizzle a little bit. Don't tell everybody. Olive oil over it, yeah. This gives obviously a little bit more oomph when the people eat it, you know. Yeah. Not everything has to be revealed, but here we go. Okay, this one. Then yes. Now we're putting. We glaze our chicken Schnitzel sort of a little bit more. Eh? Don't be too stingy, chef. Yeah. So with our beautiful tomato coulis. Yeah, and if there's a little bit of the basil leaves in there, so be it, right? Have a look. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, we want to make sure, obviously, the sauce, I mean, stays nicely on top of the Schnitzel. Yeah. Okay, so we got this one sorted. Yes, let me think. Now we're putting a little bit of cracked pepper on. One more time. Ladies and gentlemen, my cameraman, he's already has picked two of his favorite schnitzels here, chicken parmigianos. Okay, we got Gruyere, Emmental, and now
I didn't understand.
And now we're putting obviously Parmesan in here as well, making a nice, beautiful. Look at this. Yeah. Oh my God, hey. I know everybody's hungry already. So okay, and now, yes, you have to take your fingers. Now we're putting this all nicely on here. Oh yes, and our oven, obviously, I forgot to tell, this is already preheating, yeah, on 220 degrees. So we double bake this whole baby, and they will be going now in the oven for other 3-4 minutes till all this cheese is nicely melted. And oh my God, I mean, this looks so yummy already. Yeah. So don't be too stingy on your cheese. Have a look at this one. Okay. Have a look, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we're getting there, I know it's a little bit of process, but it's worthwhile it. Okay, we open up our oven on full blast. And here we go. Going in here, you know, and babies, all the best. See you in 3 minutes. Okay, let's put the oven on 3 minutes. Timer. Oh, it's not working with these gloves, obviously. Okay, no, not 3 minutes, 5 minutes, set 220 degrees, and see you there for lunch. Yes, looks good, 220 degrees, I had it in there, yeah, for 5 minutes, and off we go. I turn off my stove here, and then we go steam, choo. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Can you hear it sizzling? If I be very quiet, this will be challenging, but... Okay, now take these babies out. Look at those, look at those. Oh yes, oh yes. So the Parmesan is nicely gratinated, right, over our tomato and Schnitzel. Yeah, now we're putting them obviously on our presentation plate. Yeah, okay, oh yes, oh yes. Look at this, beautiful. Isn't that good? Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that's what we call it, a feast. Yeah, that's ChopChopChef's version of chicken Parmigiano. Yeah, going along with some beautiful, obviously, basil, right? But I mean, it's not all. We have to make sure that's definitely good, right? So let's take this baby here. Okay, let's see. Let's cut it. Yeah, I cut it this way. So that's what we want. You know, oh, look at this, beautiful, right? So the cheese nicely sort of melted, you know, with a little bit of with the tomato coulis there, and nice and juicy. Yeah, oh, this is beautiful. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, oh, so good, so good, so good. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, look, chicken Parmigiano. It's a little bit of a work, but it's worthwhile and always a feast. You can serve it with a little bit of a nice mixed salad, mesclun salad, French fries, potato wedges, you name it, or just like that. Like that's what I would have it. Thank you so much for joining me on ChopChopChef. Have a look, chicken Parmigiano.